right, let's get to it. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear at this time? Okay. All right. Gemini. Gemini, I see you right now as the Queen of Cups, very emotionally intelligent, nurturing. And this can be about like nurturing yourself after a time period of sadness or grief, heartbreak even. I think that maybe in the past, you might have felt prone to putting your emotions on the back burner, and that caught up with you over time. And now you're in a period where you're like, I need to address that. I need to honor my emotions, what's real and raw. And I think this journey of self-love has allowed you to be more compassionate towards others. So other people are seeing you in this energy right now as the Queen of Cups, not gender specific, but just very in tune with your emotions, but you're also emotionally open for others to express themselves authentically. That's really good. I see that right now in the challenge position, something has felt almost like all that work, and what did it get me? It just feels like something did not play out the way you had hoped and did not come to fruition, and that's super disappointing. I don't know why, but love readings keep coming out on all of these. So I feel like there has been a relationship of some kind, does not need to be romantic, but if it was romantic and you had hoped to build something with somebody, it didn't go accordingly, and now you feel left out in the cold. Now you feel lonely, alone, rejected, dejected, and it's been heartbreaking. It's been sad. In the past, I feel like you were recognized. This person maybe poured into you and was like, I really like you. I love spending time with you. And then all of a sudden that just changes. It shifts out of nowhere. And you're like, what? Wait, what? And I feel like you weren't anticipating this. I think you saw the future with this person. And this could be a friendship, or this could be a work environment. Just take what resonates. But I feel like you really like who you've become in this connection. You really like that this has somewhat forced you to step into your emotional vulnerability. And I think you've finally come to a place in your life where you're like, I really enjoy these aspects of myself. I enjoy my sensitivity. I feel proud of it. I feel proud of how much I can express what I want and what I need, and how I can give that to a partner or a friend, or how I can pour my ambition into something and build something great. So in the past, you're feeling seen for that, and now I see you in this heartbroken energy, this Three of Swords, feeling rejected, and on the outside here, just lonely and sad. I feel like whatever the situation was, it's going to be different for everybody, but I feel like it was pretty unfair and blindsided you. And now I see you almost in this, like, I need to act, or I like, you're working really hard not to be impulsive. I can see that you're feeling, you're almost in this mental battle of, I need to just deal with my emotions. Like I need to acknowledge that I feel heartbroken, I feel sad, I feel rejected, insert the emotion. And I need to acknowledge that that's real and that's valid for me. But the other part of you almost wants to get into your masculine energy, not gender specific. We all have a balance of masculine and feminine energy, but the masculine energy wants to act, be logical, be direct, be assertive, and you want to really tell this person off, and you're fighting it. It's like this, no, yeah, that's how I see it. Sorry. Yeah, because here's the juggling. You're juggling emotions. You're juggling, like, should I say that? Should I not? Is that too far? Like, am I going to regret this? I almost get that you've written out text messages and deleted them of what you would say, or maybe you've been like losing sleep and just coming up with like the response you finally want to share with this person just to tell them off. And you've been debating, like, do I actually send that? Or is that something I should say? Do I need to omit anything? And one thing I think Spirit is really commending you on, Gemini, is how you've been able to stop and really just think about the impact of what you say. This emotional intuition is like, okay, there could be repercussions if I say XYZ when I'm angry, or when I say this when I'm feeling hurt. And that would put me right back in my ego. And I've worked really hard to get out of that, to really just be authentic, vulnerable, and name when I feel hurt. What am I going to do instead when I feel hurt? Am I going to lower myself down to this person's level of toxicity, or am I going to move forward and stay up here while they're down here? Believe me, like, this is frustrating as hell. I feel like the situation is very unfair, and you've been almost forced to take the high road for a long time, and that's burning you out. And now I can see why you're in this, like, I need to move. Like, I have so much pent up anger and resentment towards this situation, bitterness. Where is it all gonna go? And I feel like Spirit is acknowledging how challenging this has been, but this is also kind of a warning, like, hey, just because you're tired, like, notice that in your body. If you're noticing that you're feeling upset, take a moment and step back. Like, this is not the time to send anything. This is not the time to talk about anything. And if this person comes forward and like initiates a conversation when you're feeling like this and this, it's okay to be here, but you might not be ready for the mature conversation that would be that Queen of Cups energy we're talking about. So Spirit's asking you to continue to honor your emotional capacity, how much you can give in a moment, and when you might need to step back and recalibrate, because you don't owe this person a conversation. You don't owe them an explanation necessarily. And if you need that closure, if you need that conversation, make sure that you're feeling emotionally grounded before you tackle that. So the Seven of Swords here is like, make sure that you don't act on these impulsive tendencies to tell this person off, because that's like very egoic, and that's going to burn you in the long run. This other person, I think, knows that you are so emotionally open and authentic, and I feel like they are intimidated by that. And part of them almost wants to I think everybody has work to do, so it's not like you're better and they're not, but I think they are not as emotionally responsible as you are, and I almost see them testing your boundaries, like really poking the bear. If you were to have this conversation, they would just like kind of see how far they could go before you crack and respond with this, like, I don't know. So just be cautious of that, and notice when you need a break, notice when you need to ground. And I do see you really thinking about grounding. This King of Pentacles energy is about a lot of responsibility, taking ownership of your life, taking accountability for your actions, really thinking about the future, thinking about stability. Stay in this energy, Gemini, because you're doing great. You're doing a really great job addressing what you need emotionally. And then you have this balance of this feminine and masculine energy, of this seriousness and this groundedness paired with this emotional beauty and authenticity. So focus on yourself right now, Gemini. And if you do, I see in the outcome here, the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded, very at peace. Staying in your power is going to allow you to stay grounded. And while it's okay to validate this injustice and these feelings of rejection, it's okay to feel those things. Acting on them is another story. So Spirit's asking you to stay grounded and to stay in this emotional evolution and this reinvention of yourself. That keeps coming up in readings, reinvention. But I think this person is going to see that you don't need anything from them. You're grounded and you're self-sufficient, and that's powerful. That is really powerful. So as best as you can, Gemini, just take care of yourself and stay grounded and compassionate. And I will see you in the next reading. Take care.